Hey, welcome back. This is David Dyson. I'm with Kyle Crider. Kyle's a professor at the University of Montevallo, and he teaches a course called
Environment and Society.
We're out here in a garden for a particular reason. This is at Triple D Ranch and Farm, and we're getting ready to show you our very first Pawpaw. And we're hoping that this is also going to be valuable to you, plus some students in his classes and others taking this, and maybe some kids who come out here for Life Leaders Farm educational programs. Well, as an older guy, I learned for the first time about 2 months ago from Mr. Crider that the pawpaw was the largest fruit in North America or all of America?
Certainly North America.
Okay. He said, you ought to plant some on the farm. And I said, well, if neither one of us had ever seen one or tasted one, so we didn't know anything, so we started doing some research. And Karen's going to zoom down at this. What you're seeing is an old tomato cage with another reinforcement around it in this cloth, which is designed for the beginning lifespan of a pawpaw. We got this from a seller who's approved by Kentucky State University. They're, I understand, the largest and I guess the #1 research and development university in the world about the growing of pawpaws. And so they've developed this seedling, and we got it a couple of months ago and have planted it, and this cloth is supposed to protect it from the windburn and sunburn, because they typically do better in northern states, it appears, because they don't even have a commercial grower, we understand, in Alabama. So we want to be the first one and help people learn about this. Well, the pawpaw, what's significant for people to know about that, Kyle?
Well, you know, we have that saying, as American as apple pie, but apples aren't exactly American. As you already said, the pawpaw is our largest native fruit. And talk about an all-American fruit. When early explorers Lewis and Clark were traveling across country and they ran low on supplies, they ate pawpaws. George Washington, that was his favorite dessert, pawpaw. Thomas Jefferson even planted these purposefully at his home in Virginia.
Well, how big do they get?
I've heard 25, 30 feet. You'll get some varying ranges, but most of them are what would be considered large shrubs or small trees.
And I understand that most of the fruit can grow from like 5 or 6 ounces all the way up to weighing as much as a pound. Also, is this true? I've heard that one of the reasons that the pawpaw fell from popular favor was after refrigeration came out. That other fruits like strawberries and bananas and oranges could come in easily, and the pawpaw, after it ripens, only lasts a couple of days. Is that true?
True. It's kind of like the other old saying, a prophet is not without honor in his own country, except in his own country. So, yeah, when we had all these nice exotic foreign fruits that all of a sudden we could refrigerate, then suddenly American pawpaw kind of went out of fashion.
Well, what we're going to do, we've planted this one and another one we got from Petals from the Past, which is a local provider of some of our fruit trees. And we're going to grow this, and our understanding that the taproot on it will get very deep, and then hopefully in a few years, maybe take longer, we're going to have some of that fruit and a bunch of seeds that we'll be able to make available to you. All right, next we're going to ask a question about a college class. We took some principles called agricultural sustainability and personal environmental leadership to Professor Crider's class and to Dr. Susan Kaplow's class at the University of Montevallo. So, what was the main thing you think the students got, or what did you want to get out of that class?
Well, although the topic in our syllabus was agriculture and sustainability, when you talk about agriculture, you think about somebody growing, corn in Iowa or something. It's like, well, what can we do about agricultural sustainability right here, University of Montevallo, Alabama, in our homes or our patio gardens? Well, that's why I was glad to have Dr. Dyson with his emphasis on personal leadership and what we can do. A plan for school and life that can incorporate things like growing microgreens, making sure that we're eating healthy organic food, stuff that any college student can do, and in fact can raise money doing. So it was exciting to see the students applying or operationalizing, to use one of your terms, operationalizing sustainable agriculture in their own lives.
Well, that was great. They were very motivating, inspiring students. Some of them are going to be growing those greens, and some in the backyard, some in abandoned rooms at their homes are not being used, and some in pots. We were talking about what they could do as college students, more so than raising big crops on a big farm. So the focus was on what you can do as college students, plus what you can do on a homestead, and we believe that's going to be helpful. for college students, several of them told about how they were eating healthier now, and one had lost 100 pounds and was feeling so much more energy. And so there is a correlation to college students being able to eat in a healthy way, perhaps growing some things in order to do it less expensively, so that they'll have more energy. And I asked some of the students, they're always nodding up and head, and I said, does it help you to have energy as a college student? Or if you eat junk food and you don't feel good, is that going to hurt you as a college student? So there was a correlation to not only saving money and maybe saving some time, but maybe having more energy to be able to do well in school. Well, we're going to post this to our channel on YouTube and try to get it to Kyle and Dr. Caplo's students. If we can help you, let us know. Now, there's a plan book that we designed for the students. We improved it from the last class to this one. It's about 18 pages, I think it was.
I think so.
That has a lot of one-liners in there that might provoke thought about your opportunities and things that you need to know about, perhaps, to do a homestead. And we've got it provided on our website for free, and we'll post the information about where you can get that. Well, grow healthy food, do it sustainably. Remember that whenever you're growing with agricultural sustainability, you're almost always practicing personal environmental leadership at the same time. Do something that's good for you and good for the planet. Thank you.